Hello everyone. It's me, and I have my camera here on my neck mount. Isn't that interesting? We've done this before, so if you want to look up to the right here, at the top here, you'll see an eye or a connection to another video. And in that video, I talk about this setup. So today, let me get straight here. This is what it looks like outside of our apartment. So anyway, I thought it'd be nice to have another bike video. Just riding. It's in the evening. It's right after Easter. There's really no point to this video except for just taking a nice ride and taking you along with me. Here's our apartment. Here's the bike. And we're just going to ride today. Hopefully the screen is nice and level. And let's take off. All right. Riding. Get away from that. Now, let's look down here at the bike's cockpit. And you see I am hands-free in this camera. Whew. It makes it easier to ride, it really does. And it's a beautiful evening. We have lots of sunshine. Today it was all sun. And it's just a beautiful spring evening. So I thought, let's take a ride. So I'll see you. We're going to go into the forest. It's a little bit dark there, but I wanted to get out before it got dark. It's an evening time now. So when I get up into the forest, I'll turn the camera on again, okay? All right. Okay, we're not technically in the forest, but we are going through some beautiful countryside here, and I thought I'd just show you. My favorite scenes are when the forest meets the farmland. I think it's just so pretty. This is Switzerland in the lowlands, really. We're not too far from Zurich, which is just north of here. We're sort of like southeast of Zurich. Whoa, watch these rocks here. So there's a lot of there's some farming. We're passing right now a horse farm. It's on the right. And we're going to go up into that forest up there and then to the right. If you can, I'm going to be really quiet. If you can, focus on the sound of gravel, riding on gravel. I love that sound. That is such a wonderful sound, riding on gravel. And just a little tidbit here. If you look up to the right again, the tires I'm using, because, you know, there are many good bikes, many good bikes, but all of them depend on good tires. I have 4 sets of tires at home, and I experiment with them, and I've come to like this set of tires the most, and they are, and I'll put it up on the screen here, Schwalbe G1 all-arounds. Schwalbe G1, G for gravel, all around. And there are some videos up here to the right again with these about these tires. They're tough, they're grippy, they're fast. Yeah, what else do you need, really? Tough, grippy, you always feel like you're in control, and they roll fast. Isn't this pretty? A field here, not really a farm field, but the forest on both sides of it. We're gonna go down that road up there. There's the sunset. The sun going down. And here we go. We're gaining some speed because we're going downhill here. Man, I like the speed. All right. Whew. We're up to 40 kilometers per hour on that one. That's good. It's like 25, 26, 27 miles per hour. And let's take this one. This road here. I'm not really familiar with this path to the left here, but it doesn't matter. To me, it doesn't matter because I'm out, I'm getting some exercise, and I'm in an environment I absolutely love, the forest. And you're here with me. Thank you. Thank you for coming along. All right, let's go down here to the right. Oh, I know where we're going. Sometimes you get a little bit lost, and then, you find something familiar, a landmark, and you know exactly where you are. So this is another bigger hill, and I do not want to mess up here. Man, I like riding fast. Downhill is a little bit difficult because you don't want to slip on gravel. If it was on asphalt or a normal road, go fast, man. But when you have to turn at the bottom, just be careful, right? Be careful at everything, especially if it's an outdoor activity. Just be careful. Okay, so here we are. Oops. Guess I'm going to get my brakes checked. I think my brakes are getting hot because I'm going down hills all of this time. Down, down, down. Boy, this is pretty. So I'm not going to stop, but I'm going to ride around this area here because this is typical of Switzerland. Here and there are spots where you can do some cooking, barbecuing, and there's a water supply. Let me stop. There's a water supply. There's garbage here. And then there's the grill, which is over there. I don't know if you can see the grill. Can you see that grill over there? This is all along the trails and paths in the forest here in Switzerland. And they're just maintained by the Gemeindes. And the Gemeindes are like county governments. Each Gemeinde is self-sufficient. In these forests, they have stashes of guns and ammunition in case there's any, war or something like that. Each Gemeinde is self-sufficient. Economically, they're as self-sufficient as possible, but of course, it's Switzerland, it's a small country. They are dependent on each other to a great extent, the Gemeindes. Gemeindes are not really cities or towns, they're like counties. So, look at this. See, this is what I like, the forest and then the fields. It's just beautiful, I think it is. Thank you for coming along. This is like the third time I've said it, but I really appreciate you watching. And, you know, I always ask people, if they wish, they can subscribe, like, and hit the bell button. And I'm not really doing it right now, but I always do that at the end of the videos. And more importantly, though, is when you see something that connects with you in these videos, comment. I want to know what you're thinking. Now, I'm going to stop here because I want you to see this scene. Isn't this amazing? Those are the Swiss Alps in the back there, in the background. We have a field here. There's some trees. There's a town on the other side of the lake. That's Lake Zurich. And there's some homes right here. And there's a good reason why that house there is built on this partially on this hill, so they can see what we're seeing right now. The Swiss Alps. Boy, that's pretty. And there's a time, you know, not many YouTubers believe in this, but I do. There is a time to be quiet and just be amazed at the things around you. Especially here. Look at that. Oh, it's amazing. Okay, we're back to the bike. We're going to go down here. And I think there's a really bumpy road to test out these tires. The hill is steep, very steep. That makes it technical. So I'm going to be careful. Oh, wait a minute. I think here's another even better spot to look at the mountains. Look at this. Boy, I hope that's level. That's the one thing about this arrangement with the neck attachment to the camera. Oh, by the way, I'm using a DJI Osmo Action 4. And when you have this neck attachment here, you know, to hold a neck mount, you don't know sometimes if it's always level. But look how beautiful that is. Time to be quiet again. Snow-capped mountains. Oh man, that's beautiful. Okay, let's go on down here. And then we're going to turn right. Here's a driveway to a house on our right here. This is a driveway to the right, and then we're going to go down a trail, which is also to the right here. Grazie. It's a small trail. Now, I have been down this trail when it was wet. This is mud, mostly mud, and some gravel. It's not so loud, listen. Yeah, there is some gravel, but it's mostly mud or dirt. Excuse me, I have the sniffles this evening. Excuse me for that. Here's the bumpy trail. Grazie. And here's where the forest is getting a little bit dark. Now, you can't tell because the camera is automatically adjusting, you know, the exposure of this video. But it's much darker than you think. And I'm going to point the camera down because look at these rocks here. Oh, goodness. Can you see these? I'm riding slow because I'm not trying to mess up my bike. I'm not trying to beat up my bike. But these rocks are huge. And you know, they go all the way across the trail from right to left, and there's no clear way through them. Okay, let me get the camera up. Wow, this is, I love riding in the evening. I really do on clear days, on clear evenings like this. Now, as on all DJI Osmo Action cameras, This is 4. I think I go up to 6 now. You can use voice controls. So, you can say this word. If I say it, it's gonna happen. But you can turn video on, video off. You can turn the camera off, and it's all hands off. So I'm going down, which means I'm going to eventually have to go up. So do I want to do that? Yeah, let me turn right here, and we're going to go up a hill I call the Monster. It's terribly steep. It's long. You're going to go up it with me. I'm going to be breathing hard. Sorry about that. Turning left here to the Monster. It's narrow. It's bumpy at the top. It has all the characteristics of a very difficult physical challenge. I mean, for walking up this hill, you have to consider how steep it is. It's really, really steep. Whew. I have an electric bike. That's good, right? But electric bikes are heavy. So, wow. And they don't take away the effort. They do not. For the most part, yes. And they give you enough power to think that you can do just about any hill. And that is correct. Whew. That was really steep. So I know I can get to the top. Whereas on a normal bike, there's no way I would get to the top. I would have to walk it. All right. It's hard in video to show how difficult some things are. How steep that hill was. Still going up. So I have a question for you. What is your favorite time of the day? And during that time, what's your favorite thing to do? All right. There we have another field. Well, that's pretty. And we're going to head on over to where the sun is shining on those trees. The sun is shining into the forest. Isn't that pretty? I keep adjusting the camera. I'm just hoping it's level. And that this video footage is usable. All right. Up, up, up again. Sound of gravel. So, when you're thinking about your favorite time of day and the activity you like to do, now it doesn't have to be every day, no, but every now and then. Put it, if you can, down in the comment section. I'd really like to know what you like to do. Man, I don't know what it is about the evening, sun setting. So someone's cooking out here. Look at this. Yep, they're cooking out. That's another one of those places where, you know what, I'm going to turn around because I see the sun over here in this beautiful forest. Let's ride through that light. All right, there we go. I'm going to get off the bike here. I think this is our last stop today. There's the sun over there. And Let me turn around so you can see all of the surroundings. We're doing a 360 here. So now we're going on the other. See how the shadows, it's all shadowy over here. Maybe you can't tell because the camera's actually adjusting to the light automatically. And here's the fence road. So let's go down this road. I'll ride over here. There we are. This is the horse farm we passed on the other side. Wow, this is pretty. We passed that on the way up, I think. I'm sure we did. Oops. Gotta clean my glasses off. Some bugs got on there. All right. So, let me turn around here and then we'll end the video here. So here we have the horse. Let me get off my bike here so you can see more level viewing. Here's a horse farm, and the hill is there and the sun's on the other side of the hill there. But I'm so glad that you guys came with me today. That means an awful lot. You don't have to subscribe or hit the like button or hit the bell button. That's completely up to you. If you would like to choose, the fourth option is the best, and that is to comment. So thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye, everyone. Hello, everyone. So, to cap off this wonderful ride home, as you can tell, it's much darker than it was when we left. I have a slow leak. I think maybe one of those rocks that I was going over on the trail was pretty sharp, and I banged up my tires. So I'm going to have to change. Let me see here. Yeah, it's pretty soft. You know, it could have started off that way though. I don't know. Let me put some air in it and see what happens, okay?